smack clowns and make the whole club black out with mad style. Do it big, rapping hard, and let the people do it, wanna back down. I smack clown, make the whole club black out, ass style. Do it big, rapping, make the whole club black out, wanna back down. I smack clowns and make the whole club black out with mad style. Do it big, rapping hard, and let the people do it, back down. I smack clowns, smack clowns.
I'm scared for Rascal.
Oh, me too. Oh, Dread getting some buckshot there into both Clid and Rascal. Look at the value. Quick drawing forward. What a beast. Avoids earlier on.
Brutal missed free creeps there. That's going to be fairly painful in terms of his laning phase. Shouldn't really happen.
Yeah, there's a big old nah though, as Rascal just going to get solo killed at level 2. I've seen this before, Chronicler. Like, oh god, and another stun. No. More free damage. He's under the turret. He wants to do it back to back. He's level 3. Back to back solo kills, and he gets out with the flash. Oh, pack it up. We done. Give it to Afrika.
No way.
Oh no, now he's back and Clid's gonna come through. Oh, come on. That's not fair.
It's not just he teleport because listen. So this solo kill happens, right? And that should never be a thing. First and foremost. But Kiin, he has the 5 stacks, then goes in, procs his Conqueror, and the stickiness of Aurelia in this early game scenario is just a nightmare to deal with. And here I was going to say, just this health trade is already really good. Any health you trade as Kiin you'll take, right? Like you can back here, you can get the free back, and then like you get the wave, you pick it up. But instead, he finds a freaking solo kill again!
Oh my god.
And now there's no teleport available. Yes, you die here. Oh. Boom.
But there's no assist.
Like legitimately at this point, Kiin is 6. Like I think if you go for that, you just die.
Well, BDD is going to go down very low, and the line comes in there as Unleashed Power, not quite enough damage. Dread going to get the smite off for the health back. Clid does the same thing as Kiin, moving on down. Oh my goodness, you see him and it looks like, remember that Avatar movie and those really terrifying bulldozers? That's what he looks like here as Yellow Hens goes in, picks up the kill under the turret onto Clid. I feel like this game is this is already skewed completely out of position as Dread is going to face check Rascal, but who's face checking who right now as he finds the anemic Nah underneath his turret and will be denied even more. There's the heal for it to allow Bang to follow, but Roll's going 1 versus 2. Flashes on out, Bang misses the Void Seeker. So you still like it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Really,
wow,
that's
that must be a weird. It must be a weird feeling.
Yeah, no, I'm never gonna watch it.
Good, don't.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of the pros. As okay, Rascal not gonna get stunned this time. That would have been possibly death.
Okay, so Kiin, if he can flash the stuns, might be fine here, but it's risky.
Yeah, BDD's coming up as well. Now Kiin's trying to pull that wave back. Mega Nah in a decent timing as the Nah comes out. As Kiin is just going to get around the side. Spear is going to connect there as Clid dives on forward. Kiin is taken down. Unleashed Power, not enough to take down Rascal.
Kiin this fed. Actually utilizing this Aurelia in a 4-1 kind of situation is still something you need to execute well on.
Well, Dred's going to dive on over. There's the depth charge onto Clid. Pulled back with the dredge line from Lehens. And he is going to be able to lock down that kill. Heroic entrance immediately is going to be interrupted. Life gets over the wall, but Kiin executes him. Now, BDD trying to get those work done. Commands those soldiers to do it, as that's a great stopwatch from Lehens as Kiin just goes all the way around and now tries to find the pigeon. But there's a big old Nah that they now have to deal with. Dread gets the smite off for the health back as we can see this fight battling on both sides as Kiin. Oh, he gets the tribute, but it's not quite enough.
We did it.
Okay, BDD might be in trouble here, but does ulti his way out. Unleashed Power, not enough. As Fly, the level of gameplay just not quite enough here. Coming out of our mid laner. BDD gets to the safety of the turret for the moment. Sand Soldier's going to get to work on the wave. Spear going to go wide, and Clid just going to try and help out. Okay, they might look for the 100-0. Collateral damage comes in, and Dread cleans it up with the help of his Gale Force. Like it a lot. A bit of time. They're using Shirley as a bit of a battering ram, as now Fly taking a bit of damage, but BDD also walking the wrong direction. Genji, like, red side's been winning. Well, we're in a turret, but it's being traded 1 for 1. That's an interruption onto Rascal, as Bang's going to find melee range, but this is a mini-Nah. It's a very different circumstance. However, maybe he's created enough distance. The big old hop's going to do it, as yeah, the Graves is pretty scary as well, even though he is at half health. As there they go, they get themselves the vision, and the Acathian Rain will do it. Bang secures the solo kill in the end.
Of this game. It's top side versus bot side.
Well, here's a bit of a team fight as there's the flash out from Lehens. Aftershock doing a lot of work. As he gets
but if he doesn't and he holds it, then Kiin doesn't actually have a lot of space to go in.
Oh, here's the engage. Emperor's Divide's going to be flashed there by Fly, but he's still going down extraordinarily low. Vanguard's edge into the backline. Killer Instinct to follow up as well as Life is getting focused by Kiin. Takes a lot of the aggro away as it's an even trade in the end. Fly keeps himself alive as BDD now going to get stunned up and punished by Kiin. I think quick draw's good. As there's the dredge line. Another one that you could regret, but Lahens isn't going to. There's the Moonlight Vigil to come through for the stun. Speaking of stuns, Fly gets in there, collateral damage doing a lot of work as another Emperor's Divide comes down and snags two. Ruler grabbing his first kill, Fly limping away from this fight as Kiin looking to get towards the backline, but you can see, oh, Ruler getting tagged, Vanguard's Edge comes in as now it's the Kiin show, looking for the resets as Clear trying to run away. There are 4 people still alive, but the Irelia is still terrifying. He has no flash, sidesteps the needle quite nicely as he gets on in. Oh, that is beautiful from BDD. Gets another cooldown on the Blade Surge and does execute the Irelia.
Straight up 5v5 scenario are so hard to play for a Freak. It's all going to come down to what can Kiin do.
And what can Lahens start as well as Kiin? Speaking of which, he's going to have to go golden at the very beginning of this one. See whether he can get some resets as he flashes immediately over the wall. Now, Life has to use his stopwatch as well. Rascal now getting closed in on by the Irelia, but she keeps herself alive, has to use flash, has to use stopwatch.
Even if you do, if we get sold, that's completely okay. Then you do actually need to mind your timings though, because Dragon is still 35 seconds away, and the Freak have started the Baron here. They go through it quick.
Yep, Lahen's going to get missed, but is spotted by the sweeper. Here's the teleport in. This is going to be a battle. We'll see whether the Baron is going to be included in that. There's the dredge line. Lahen's not into the wall, but he's the only one hit by the CC. Now Fly trying to look for a flank, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough, as there's the Sterix. The shield going to be taken down. The Kaiser eliminated. The Irelia gets the same treatment. Dread now trying to run away, and Ruler and BDD do way too much damage. Gen G will win the fight, and this may just be the game. The Infernal Soul
Flip it.
is taken.
Flip it.
We're doing this one more time, okay? This is the sequel. We'll see whether it's better than the original. As Life not going to find the Justice Punch. The Baron is secured by a Freaker. That's a decent stun, and then the pick off as Bang dives into the backline. Looks to try and create a rocket as he flashes. The Emperor's Divide, and BDD is taken out of the fight, but Ruler is the other carry in this one, and he is so scary. Irelia already dealt with. Ruler at full health with the long-range weapons, and now it's just a Freaker trying to get the hell out of here. And wins the war, not quite enough. There is now Bang looking to try and dive on top of Glid. Wants to get the takedown, does so easily. As we can see, a Freaker now grouped back up as 5. Another Dread line is going to connect. This time it's onto Life. Good layering of CC right now as Dread locks down the Gargoyle. The teleport,
and you force him to come into you in a straight up 5v5, you'll be fine. And we at this point we didn't finish making fun of Lahens, right?
And we're not going to anymore, actually.
Oh no. I wouldn't dare. And then this is just going to be gone.
Yeah. Kiin teleports towards the bottom side. They do have vision of the area, but Kiin walks over a control ward. He knows that he's been seen. And yeah, that's just...
They could find a way. If there was an angle, they would find it. Unfortunately for Africa Freaks in this game, Riot introduced Elder buff. Elder buff doesn't allow for those kind of scenarios. Yes, Dread gets out, but the Baron is taken.
That's a lot of inhibitors that are now dead as Lahens comes for the flank. Looks for Ruler there in the backline. He does go down to his GA as Emperor's Divide. Only onto Kiin, who goes down to his GA as well. Bang is eradicated. I have a feeling the wallets are too heavy as Gen G stand fast and take down a Freaker. It's a triple kill somehow for the Nidalee, who decides that he wants to be a bit of a carry towards the end of this one. Nicely done by Clid, but here we go. Gen G with their Infernal Soul, their Elder Drake, and their Baron are going to be able to take this one down as BDD says, take down the Nexus, and they say, with pleasure, sir. Gen G, get that best of 3 reverse sweep.
Thoroughly impressed with, on one hand, the mental fortitude coming out here from Gen G, because we keep going on and on about how like they're this early game team, right? Like they snowball leads and they do it well. And on the other end, like you see the shattered faces here coming in from Afrika. But honestly, in that game number 2, with the draft, with the comps that you had, it was always going to be an uphill battle if you don't find the early lead. They find the early lead, but they're not able to actually turn it into more than that, to actually find the early trades. Chovy, of course, is also one of the players that we give a lot of credit for this. And this is as good as your fight gets, right? Like you get on top of Ruler, you're blowing him up in his GA with a cute flank hit from the hands, and that's all nice and dandy. But he has GA, and then that's basically it. BDD is just free hitting in the back. Rascal gets honored for like tilt proof in this series. And Gen G as a whole, this is the kind of series that you look to and say like, we always talk about Gen G, and this is something that we go on and on about, like, not only are they like an early game team, but if they're not an early game team, they're a team that has a difficulty against teams that are better than them. And I want to see just Gen G, because if they can play this good, if they can do these kind of things, make these kind of plays,